Harry thought he was doing everything right, buying great dividend stocks and earning passive income, but he was secretly making a $50,000 mistake every year, just by clicking the wrong setting. The top 1% of dividend investors don't take their dividends as cash. They use this free automation trick that could let you retire 15 years earlier. And Harry's about to prove it. Today we're breaking down DRIP, Dividend Reinvestment Plans, and how to use this automated wealth-building strategy to get compounding exponential growth from your dividend investments. I'll show you Harry's age-based strategies that work whether you're 25 or 55, reveal which dividend ETF can buy you 4 free shares every month, and demonstrate why stopping your DRIP at the wrong age could cost you 6 figures in retirement income. Plus, I'll walk you through the exact calculations to determine how much you need to invest to qualify for automatic dividend reinvestment. Educational disclaimer. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Here's what's driving most dividend investors crazy. You buy quality dividend stocks or ETFs, get excited about that passive income, but then what happens? You take those dividends as cash, maybe spend them, maybe let them sit earning nothing. Meanwhile, the smart money is doing something completely different, turning every dividend payment into more shares, which generate bigger dividends, which buy even more shares. It's an endless compounding loop that most people are missing. What is a DRIP? So what exactly is a DRIP? A DRIP is a dividend reinvestment plan. This means whenever a stock or ETF pays you a dividend, instead of receiving that dividend as cash, your dividend automatically buys you more shares. You're reinvesting in that company on autopilot. The best part? DRIP is completely free. Zero fees, zero commissions when you buy those extra shares. So you're earning yourself free additional shares of that company with no cost whatsoever. Your investment portfolio grows and compounds totally on autopilot without eating into your returns with fees. Let me show you how this works with real numbers. Harry discovered this strategy when he realized his dividend income could work harder than just sitting in his account. DRIP example with real ETF data. Let's showcase this with one of Harry's favorite dividend ETFs, SCHD. SCHD currently trades at $27.35 per share and pays a quarterly dividend of approximately $0.26 per share. That gives you an annual dividend yield of 3.75%. Now, where am I getting these numbers? I pull all my ETF research from Seeking Alpha. They've got the most comprehensive data, and if you want to dig deeper yourself, there's a link in the description for $30 off plus a 7-day free trial. Harry owns 800 shares, making his investment worth $21,880. Every quarter, each of these 800 shares pays Harry 26 cents in dividends. So quarterly, he earns $208. Here's where the magic happens. That $208 dividend is enough to buy 7 additional shares of SCHD at current prices, with about $17 left over in cash. Harry just earned 7 free shares, so now he owns 807 shares of SCHD. Next quarter, he'll be getting even more dividends since these new shares will also be paying him. This might not sound like much, but getting 7 free shares every quarter means every year Harry's getting 28 shares totally for free. But wait till you see what really shocked Harry. This next ETF actually creates bigger DRIP purchases through pure yield power. VYM, the Vanguard High Dividend Yield ETF, trades at $135.81 and pays $0.88 quarterly. With the same $21,880 investment, Harry could own 161 shares. Each quarter, he'd earn $141.68 in dividends. That's enough to buy 1 additional share every quarter, with about $6 left over. But the higher dividend yield of 2.60% means more consistent DRIP purchases over time. Here's the ETF that completely changed Harry's thinking about dividend growth. DGRO at $65.22 per share with a $0.35 quarterly dividend. His $21,880 gets him 335 shares, generating $117.25 quarterly. While the dividend yield is lower at 2.17%, the dividend growth rate of 10.63% over 3 years means those dividends keep getting bigger and bigger. Age-based DRIP strategies. Here's where most investors mess up completely. They use the wrong DRIP strategy for their age, leaving massive returns on the table. Harry discovered your DRIP strategy should change dramatically based on your retirement timeline. Strategy 1. The Young Accumulator, ages 25 to 40. Target, maximum DRIP. Acceleration, 50% DGRO, explosive dividend growth of 10.63%. 30%, SCHD, proven dividend growth of 8.19%. 20% VYM, stable foundation. Harry tested this with $1,000 monthly contributions. The focus here is dividend growth because you have 25 to 40 years for compounding to work its magic. DGRO's 10.63% dividend growth means your dividends double every 6.5 years. When you're reinvesting dividends that are growing at 10% annually, the compounding becomes explosive. After 10 years with this strategy, Harry's monthly DRIP purchases went from buying 4 shares per month to buying 11 shares per month, nearly triple the accumulation rate. Strategy 2, the mid-career builder, ages 40 to 50. Target, balanced growth and yield. 40% SCHD, consistent dividend growth. 35% PEP, dividend aristocrat with 52 years of increases. 25% VYM, higher current yield for bigger DRIP purchases. PepsiCo becomes crucial here. With a current dividend yield of 4.05% and 7.84% dividend growth over 3 years, PEP provides the perfect balance. At $135.38 per share with quarterly dividends of $1.37, a $20,000 investment gets you 147 shares, generating $201.39 quarterly. Enough for 1 additional share each quarter with cash building up for bigger purchases. Strategy 3, the pre-retirement optimizer, ages 50 to 60. Target, high current yield with some growth. 45% VYM, maximum dividend yield of 2.60%. 30% JNJ, ultra safe with 62 years of increases. 25% SCHD, continued growth component. Johnson & Johnson becomes the stability anchor. At $156.01 per share with a 3.22% dividend yield, J&J offers something critical: dividend safety. With a payout ratio of only 49.35%, J&J could double its dividend and still be conservative. For Harry's pre-retirement years, this safety matters more than explosive growth. A quarterly dividend of $1.26 per share means a $20,000 investment. 128 shares generates $161.28 quarterly, enough for 1 additional share per quarter. The compound growth magic. When Harry ran these 30-year numbers, he couldn't believe what he was seeing. This is where DRIP shows its true power. Starting with $22,000 in SCHD, 800 shares, let's assume the share price stays flat at $27.35 and dividends remain at $0.26 quarterly. We're also assuming this is held in a tax-advantaged account. Cash dividend approach. After 30 years, Harry would still have 800 shares worth $21,880. But he'd have collected $24,960 in cash dividends, $208 quarterly x 120 quarters. Total value, $46,840. DRIP approach. After 30 years, Harry would own approximately 2,489 shares of SCHD. Those shares generate $647 in quarterly dividends. That's enough to buy 23 additional shares every quarter. Total portfolio value, $68,098. That's $21,258 more wealth from the exact same starting investment. But here's what's truly mind-blowing. This assumes SCHD's share price never increases and dividends never grow. In reality, SCHD has delivered 112.90% total returns over 10 years, and its dividend has grown at 8.19% annually. Let's look at what actually happened with real performance data. SCHD over 5 years. Price return, 58.73%. Total return with DRIP, 95.62%. DRIP advantage, 36.89 percentage points. VYM over 5 years. Price return, 72.04%. Total return with DRIP, 98.5%. DRIP advantage, 26.46 percentage points. Harry realized that dividend reinvestment historically accounts for 85% of long-term stock market gains. For dividend-focused investments, that percentage is even higher. Here's the shocking part about PepsiCo. Over the past 5 years, Pep's stock price has been volatile, but dividends provided crucial downside protection. When the stock was down, DRIP let Harry buy more shares at lower prices, setting up bigger gains when prices recovered. This is why dividend reinvestment isn't just about growth, it's about protection too. Harry also tested manual dividend reinvestment versus automatic DRIP. Here's what he found. If you receive dividends as cash and manually reinvest paying $10 commission each time, you'd still get exponential growth, but that $10 monthly commission really slows things down. After 30 years, manual reinvestment might give you $68,000 versus $77,844 with DRIP. That's $9,844 lost to commission fees over 30 years. More importantly, your growth rate month after month is always reduced. With DRIP, you might jump from buying 7 shares quarterly to 8 shares after 3 years. Without DRIP, commission fees mean it takes 5+ years to reach that same acceleration. Setting up dividend reinvestment is shockingly simple. Harry was amazed something so powerful required just checking a box: when to stop your DRIP. Here's the crucial decision Harry had to make: when to stop dividend reinvestment and start taking cash. Ages 60 to 65, the transition. This is when Harry plans to gradually shift from DRIP to cash dividends. By age 65, he wants his dividend income to cover living expenses. The portfolio he built through decades of DRIP now generates enough passive income for financial independence. After age 65, cash flow mode. Harry's SCHD position that started with 800 shares could be 2,489 plus shares by retirement. At current dividend rates, that's $647 quarterly or $2,588 annually from SCHD alone. Multiply that across his entire dividend portfolio, and Harry's living entirely off passive income. Harry's DRIP journey taught him that wealth building isn't about complexity. It's about consistency and compound growth. Every dividend you spend is potential wealth you're giving up. Every dividend you reinvest is a step closer to financial independence. The difference between cash dividends and dividend reinvestment could literally be the difference between working until 70 and retiring at 60. Your passive income machine is waiting. Choose your age-appropriate strategy, set up automatic dividend reinvestment, and let compounding create wealth while you sleep. Investment risk. Notice, all investments carry risk. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Always do your own research or consult a professional. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more dividend investing strategies that actually work.